Welcome back. Today we join a craftsman building a subterranean refuge beneath an uprooted stump, entirely by hand. The forest floor offers raw opportunity, but it demands heavy labor in return. An uprooted tree system provides a natural canopy of dense soil and intertwined wood. Before any real structure can take shape, the site requires careful assessment. Organizing tools and establishing a clear workspace is the necessary first step before breaking ground. Removing surface debris reveals the true composition of the earth below. The shovel work isolates the softest soil from the structural anchor points of the tree. Thick, woody roots create a formidable barrier within the cavity. A small hand axe severs the tensioned fibers to expand the interior footprint. Scraping the hard-packed clay smooths the walls, reducing the chance of loose dirt collapsing later. Hours of continuous excavation shape the hollow into a functional chamber. Scraping the interior walls is not merely about aesthetics. A uniform surface prevents concentrated stress points in the surrounding earth. Crawling inside allows the builder to test the dimensions against his own body. A shelter must accommodate movement and trap heat efficiently, making precise sizing critical. the exposed clay is highly malleable while damp. Shaving the walls with the shovel blade creates a curved profile. Rounded tunnels distribute compressive forces from the earth above far more effectively than flat walls. Dark, moisture-rich soil is heavy to move, but its density guarantees the surrounding walls will hold their shape. With the primary excavation complete, the focus shifts to structural support and ventilation. Harvesting timber from the immediate environment ensures the materials are adapted to local moisture levels. A hollowed-out log segment will soon serve a critical function in managing the internal atmosphere. Subterranean spaces require robust airflow to remain habitable. Driving a wooden stake into the compact earth establishes a pilot hole for the ventilation shaft. Positioning this chimney near the entrance ensures fresh air will continuously cycle through the deepest parts of the dugout. Working the soil around the opening prepares the surface for the mortar that will soon follow. Dry, fibrous grass acts as a natural binder. When mixed with the right substrate, it prevents cracking and adds immense tensile strength to structural earth. Shaping this material outside the trench keeps the interior clean while preparing the crucial insulating layers. The hollowed log segment becomes the core of the exhaust system. Its dense, decaying wood acts as an excellent thermal barrier. Water poured into the surrounding dirt creates a primitive, highly effective mud mold. Kneading the wet soil with dry straw produces a composite material known as cob. This mixture will lock the chimney components together and create a hardened seal against the forest floor. testing the draft immediately verifies the chimney placement. As the small fire heats the air inside the hollow log, thermal expansion forces the smoke upward. A strong vertical draw prevents dangerous carbon monoxide buildup inside the enclosed quarters. Enclosing the remaining trench requires a sturdy, load-bearing roof. Sawing branches into uniform lengths ensures the weight of the overhead earth will be distributed evenly. Green wood is ideal for this task, as its internal moisture allows it to flex slightly under pressure. Inside, the controlled burn begins to dry the packed earth walls, radiating warmth back into the small footprint. A small hatchet quickly notches the joints, locking the timber framing in place. Laying the logs horizontally across the trench creates a dense structural deck. Trimming the edges flush prevents overhanging wood from catching runoff water, directing moisture safely away. Bare logs offer protection, but they cannot retain heat. A heavy layer of mud and dry grass seals the gaps, acting as a thick thermal blanket. This insulation also serves as camouflage, seamlessly integrating the new roof into the natural topography. The exposed trench is now fully converted into an enclosed, weatherproof tunnel. Sealing the entrance against the elements requires precision. A curved log acts as a structural lintel overhead, bearing the load of the soil above. Sustained physical labor demands constant fuel. Boiling water with foraged greens provides necessary hydration. Cooking inside the unfinished structure also allows the builder to monitor the interior air quality. The final vulnerability is the open doorway. Measuring the arched gap dictates the dimensions for a slatted wooden barrier. Pressing a wedge into the frame locks the timber by friction, eliminating the need for complex joinery. A layer of clay applied to the exterior bark seals any remaining drafts, fully weatherproofing the entrance. Ground chill is a significant danger in subterranean shelters. A thick layer of dry leaves creates a vital against conductive heat loss. Splitting heavy logs exposes the dry interior wood, guaranteeing a slow, steady burn for the night ahead. The carved dirt hearth contains the heat safely within the clay walls. Resting a pot directly on the coals maximizes thermal transfer, bringing water to a boil efficiently. As daylight fades, the temperature in the forest drops sharply. The thick earthen walls of the dugout act as a thermal mass, absorbing the heat from the hearth. Chopping fresh herbs adds vital nutrition to the stew. Sharing the warm meal reinforces the routine required for wilderness living. Pulling gear inside and closing the heavy wooden door completes the transition into a secure home. Laying out a row of wooden logs elevates the sleeping surface. This keeps the bedding clear of any residual dampness in the floor. The confined footprint of the shelter ensures that the radiant heat from the small fire touches every corner. What was a dark cavity beneath an uprooted stump is now a self-sustaining refuge. The structural earth, the vented chimney, and the insulated roof all operate as one system, a place that produces, protects, and sustains itself. Survival here is a matter of harnessing the landscape rather than fighting it. The forest remains quiet, but below the surface, a small piece of it has been mastered.